Hey, can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Oh Lord, y'all, it's been a long day. Hold on. Lord, what am I doing? Okay. All right, let me say hi to the people. What's up, lovely 31? Hey, Drinks, Marnie, Demetra, Tawana, Lisa Mack, Bilo, Angela. What's up, Don Don? Hey, Cindy. I act like I ain't got to be at the airport early yet. Okay. What's up, Kenneth? Lock the door. Lock them doors. Lock them doors. Don Don is here. Y'all can hear me. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Hey, Lauren. Yes, honey. Quiet storm. Hey, Ronnie, Brandon. All right, I think that's everybody. If I didn't speak, charge it to my head and not my heart, honey. Oh, yes, honey. Listen, listen. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it
I
is.
said, close them doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Close.
Look, y'all, so I'm multitasking right now, but I wanted to come and talk to y'all um while I get ready to go to bed. I am halfway to Atlanta. I'm driving. I'm picking Abby up in the morning. So I'm halfway to Atlanta. Yeah. What the fuck? So let me listen. When I tell y'all it's a day, it's been a day. I'm telling y'all it's been a day. Hold on, let me check something. So maybe this is what I'm doing. Hold on. I could have sworn. I know I was in the right class. Yep, I was in the right. Why is it not doing it? Okay, so let me tell y'all what's going on, and I'll tell y'all what I'm multitasking. So what I'm multitasking is the last. I have to submit progress report grades for our 12th graders. Seniors' last day in school or in class is May the 9th. So we have to submit progress report grades for them by midnight tonight. And it is, yes, 11:42. Yes, it is 11:42. So I meant to do it before I left work today, which of course I forgot to do. So as soon as I got to where I am, I was like, let me submit these grades. I'm thinking all I got to do is hit submit, boom, boom, bam, right? No, I forgot. We have this new system at my school this year. It's new this year, and it is so many steps to do everything. So, without getting too technical, basically, I have to sync my grades into our grade book system. We have two different grade books. One is where we put the assignments, and once I grade them, then I have to sync them over. But before I sync them, I have to make sure that all of them have due dates. I have to make it's just a lot of checks and balances that I have to do, right? Me thinking, oh, all I got to do is hit the button. No, I don't just have to hit the button. So I'm sitting here now trying to beat the clock, but it was getting later and later. And I was like, well, I did want to check in with y'all because it was a few things I wanted to talk about tonight. And I know I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. I know I'm gonna be busy Sunday, and I may or may not have time to come down here and talk to the people. So I really wanted to just get that done. So I'm multitasking because I'm trying to do two things at one time. But now I'm trying to figure out because I was almost done, and I was like, oh well, I'm almost done. I'll go ahead and go live because I'm almost done. But now it's still not showing me. Yeah, this system is acting real funky. And I'm gonna tell you, I know what the problem is right now. The problem right now is, and this is why I never wait to the last minute to submit my grades. Never wait to the last minute to submit my grades. But I know what the problem is. The problem is everybody in my county is doing the same thing I'm doing right now. Everybody in the county is trying to submit their grades because, people are procrastinators. So it's a lot of people that are doing what I'm doing right now. And that's why I never wait to the last minute to submit my grades. My grades are always done. If they are done the same day that they're due, they're done early. Like I did today. I wanted to submit them before I left work today. But neither here nor there. So now it's not letting me. So I did three of my classes. I got two more classes to go, but it's not letting me submit my other class. And I did everything right. Like I don't know why it's not doing it. So I apologize. I'm talking to y'all. I hope y'all are talking to me. So that's why I went on and went live because I was like, oh, I'm almost done. But now it's not accepting it. It's saying that it's basically showing that I still didn't sync my grades, but I did sync my grades. So I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I don't know what the problem is, but I'll keep fooling with it for the next 15 minutes because once it hit midnight, it ain't shit I can do. I'll send an email saying I kept getting an error message, which is it's giving me an error message. It's saying that there are no grades there, but I can literally see grades. Like I see where my students have a grade. So there has to be grades there if my students literally have a grade. You know what I'm saying? Oh, technology, technology, technology. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So, uh, so yeah, there were a couple of things I wanted to talk to you guys about. So let's talk about the boss babes because that's the easiest thing. As you guys know, because so many of you did vote for me, and I appreciate it. I do, I do, I do. I appreciate all the support and love that you guys gave me through the voting season. So the Boss Babe Awards are this weekend. Um, I have a couture outfit that was made for me by hand by Shay Treasure, the House of Shay Treasure. For those who do not know, Treasure Lane, Spill It Boy TV. For those who do not know, he is also a seamstress. So he reached out to me and told me, I want to make your outfit for the Boss Babe Awards. I said, okay. I was like, all right, you ain't gonna get no arguments out of me. Who's gonna say no to somebody making them an outfit? So the outfit came earlier this week and I tried it on. We had to make some adjustments. I'll tell you guys after y'all see the outfit, the adjustments that we had to make, but we had to make some adjustments. But I was like, okay, no problem. You wanting to make me an outfit? Oh, um, who's gonna say no to that? So um So that I got that. That's why I got the sneakers. I knew what color the outfit. I knew what the colors were. So that's why I ordered my sneakers because y'all know I don't do heels. So I ordered my sneakers. Y'all, I keep looking at this clock. I just keep looking at this clock. It's getting closer and closer to midnight, and I'm getting nervous as hell because y'all, it's so many different moving parts to this shit. And I don't want to just delete assignments because that's not fair to the kids because they did do the work. Well, some of them did, yeah, some of them did. But anyway, but listen, I'm multitasking. I can do two things at one time, like I really can. Um, but with that being said, so I'm gonna pick Ebby up tomorrow. So I'm getting up first thing in the morning because I'm picking Ebby up at that old doc 30. Well, no, not that early. But I wanna be on the road no later than 9 o'clock. So no later than 9 o'clock. Um, and it'll take us about 3.5 to 4 hours, depending on traffic and all that good stuff for us to get there. Um, oh, okay. Somebody just sent me a message. Um, yeah, oh my God, I'm never late with my grades. I got 11 minutes. God, I hate this. I am never late with my grades. When I say never, I am never late with my grades. Never. Every once in a while, I might fuck something up with my grades, but I'm never late with my grades. I'm gonna just have to, you know what? I'm gonna just have to delete some assignments. I don't have time. I do not have time. I'm gonna just make a note of what assignments I'm deleting, and I'll just put them back in tomorrow. I mean, yeah, I put them back in on Monday because I don't want to delete assignments that kids actually did work for. That's not fair to them. But I just don't have time. If y'all knew every step I have to take for these grades, it's so many steps. It's so stupid. This new system that they have us using, it's there are a lot of things that I like about it, but there's so much more that I don't like. And part of what I don't like is that everything is 20 steps to get anything done. Like I'm not exaggerating, y'all. If I could explain to y'all every step that I have to take to put something in the grade book, y'all would be like, that is so not efficient. And I would say you're absolutely correct. It is not efficient at all. Um, and part of the problem too is these school systems buy these programs, but then how you can get a program, but you can get like the basic program. Like for people who use StreamYard, you can get the free version of StreamYard, and then you can get like premium where you have to pay for it. It's like they get the basic level, but they want all the bells and whistles. So like they say, oh, it can do this and it can do that and it can do this and it can do that. But at the end of the day, you didn't pay for the part that can do all of those things. You didn't pay for that. You didn't pay for that. What the fuck? These assignments are old as hell. Wait a minute. These assignments are from first quarter. I mean, not first quarter, but these assignments are old. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see if it'll let me sync it. Because clearly I was able to sync my grades before with those assignments in that area. Because those assignments are from February the 11th. That's last quarter. Hold on. Will it let me do it? Because I mean, February 11th, that's old as hell. That's definitely last quarter. Let me go back over here. I said I'm listening like y'all, like I can hear y'all talking to me, but I'm still here, y'all. It's still saying my grades won't sync. Why the fuck? Y'all. It said no grades were accepted for this section. Why not? Why won't it accept my grades? I see grades there. Grade not found in Synergy. Grade not found. But I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Yeah, give me a few more minutes while I'm trying to figure this out, child. But yeah, so talk to Scotty, Don, L Teddy. Um, so I'm excited to see everybody tomorrow. This is pissing me off. Hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry. I really thought I was almost done. I wouldn't have started this live if I knew it was gonna do this. I really thought I was almost done, y'all. I do apologize because this is rude as fuck. I know it is. This is rude as fuck. But I love y'all. Y'all know I wouldn't have started this live. I really thought I was just gonna hit two or three more buttons and be done. I didn't know it was gonna give me this error message, but I don't know how to fix the error. I literally see grades. I don't understand why it's making it seem like there are no grades. I can see grades. This is very frustrating. Um, all right, let's go over to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills while I'm doing this, y'all. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So Dorit has filed for divorce from PK. Now, I find it very interesting or I find it very coinky dink that Dorit has filed for divorce the same day that PK was seen with some woman in Beverly Hills having a drink. Yeah, this is so frustrating. It's saying that my grades was they it's saying that the sync went through. So then why isn't it letting me submit these grades? Post. It's still coming up with an error. Y'all, I don't know what else to do. I did everything. I don't know what else to do. It's still coming up with an error. Oh my God, I hate this. Let me think. Only thing, only thing that I can think of. I wonder if, I wonder if, I think I might know what the problem is. Hold on. Let me try. Hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry, y'all. I got 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. Bear with me for 4 more minutes, y'all. 4 more minutes. Because if it ain't done in 4 minutes, it ain't nothing I can do about it. Um, let's see. I think I might have figured out what the problem is. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna just have to delete these assignments. I think I figured out what the problem is. I think. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think the problem is in a minute. Give me 3 minutes. I'm gonna just have to delete these assignments. I don't even think I have enough time to do it. I don't think I have enough time to do it. Damn it. I don't understand this because that assignment is from last quarter. I don't even understand how it's in here incorrectly and it's from last quarter. Uh, that doesn't make sense to me because it seemed to me like it wouldn't have let it be in there if it was in there wrong. All right, delete that, delete that, delete that. Hold on. Hell, those are from last quarter too. I'm deleting all this shit. Delete. Because I don't understand how it's in there and it's in there wrong. Because it seemed like my grades from last quarter would have kicked back, but they didn't. All right, now let's try this again. One more time for the one time. I know I probably only have two people in this chat because y'all are sick of me. But I'm almost done. I'm almost done because either this is gonna work or it's not. And like I said, it ain't shit I can do. If it don't work, it's nothing I can do about it. Oh, please, 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 please. Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. Y'all, I'm not gonna make it. It's 11:59. Not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Make it. Ooh, I think I made it, y'all. Let me tell y'all what I think the problem was. Okay, I'm here. I'm 100% here. I'm 100% here. Let me go to the chat. I apologize so much, y'all. Oh, Lord, thank you. I wish I had your will to road trip. Okay, let me read these comments. I'm here. Act like I ain't gotta be. Okay, 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 okay. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody that's in here? Thank y'all for the. Oh, we got 100 people in here listening to me. Hey, I'm here to watch Shador not get picked again. Okay, for my football people, why do y'all think that man ain't getting picked? Hey, Kenneth Latrice, what's up? Wish I had you. Okay, are you okay? You sound exhausted and a little pissed off. I'm a little bit of both right now. You know them seniors want to graduate, so they're going to be getting on the teachers' nerves, child. Too much work. Nah, it wasn't a lot of work. Just get them all A's. I wish it were that easy because I can do a grade override, but I still, what it was saying was, where's El Teddy? El Teddy's in Atlanta. I'm not in Atlanta. What's up, Phil, Santavia? Did the principal just spring this on y'all today? No, that's why I said no. No. I meant to do this before I left work today. Um, I'm just glad I bought my computer because had I not bought my computer with me, I'd have been up shit's creek. Um, I wish it were that easy, y'all. It's not like back in the day, I could have just put in a grade, but everything is automated now. Like everything you gotta, it's not that easy. Back in the day, that's exactly what I would have done. I just would, well, no, I wouldn't have gave them all A's. I'd have gave them all C's because this is progress report. This is not their final grade. Um, I'm not in Atlanta. Y'all think I'm in Atlanta? I'm not in Atlanta. I'm not. I'm in North Carolina. Okay. All right. Look, I'm reading these comments. What's up, El Teddy? Okay. So let me tell y'all, all right, without getting too technical. So what was happening was whenever I was trying to sync my grades, it kept giving me an error message for this one particular class. I had two more classes to do my grades for. So I went and did the last class and went back, but I thought I figured out what the problem was. So this is only for um um So this is for progress reports for the seniors. So this isn't their final grade. But what happened was because of the way our system is set up, we have to submit grades for the whole class. It doesn't differentiate between whether you have two seniors in your class or 20 seniors in your class. So the class that it wouldn't let me sync, it just kept saying no grades, no grades, no grades. And I was like, I'm looking at grades. Why is it not reading that I have grades for this class? What are they doing? And then it hit me. I don't have any seniors in that class. So I was like, dummy, you don't have to submit grades for that class. You don't have any seniors in that class. So that's when I was like, oh, now I figured out what the problem is. But by that time, I had waited to the last minute. Now I'm trying to hurry up and get my last class submitted. So I literally at 11:59, it said my grades posted for that class. Ooh, child. Because I have a class that's all seniors, and then I have like one senior or two seniors in my other classes, except for that one class, I don't have any seniors. Oh, Lord. And I wasn't thinking, I was just trying to submit all my grades because I didn't want to be, because for as much as I play around with y'all and I talk shit, I don't play when it come to get my stuff done for work. Like, I'm not that person. And like I said, I've never had I remembered to do it before I left work today, and I thought about it as I was driving down here. I said, shit, I forgot to submit my grades. So, and it's a hard, like the system locks at 12 o'clock. Like there's no, you can't go back in. The system locks. I'm proud of your hard work, really be. I'm going to treat myself to a cinnamon in honor of you being a great. Well, thank you for treating yourself in honor of me being a great teacher. Okay. So, like I said, I'm not gonna be here long because I still have to get up in the morning and head on down the road. Um, but I did want to touch base. There were a few things I did want to kind of come in and talk to y'all about. So the first thing was about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills situation, child. Y'all know I don't see it for Dorit. I'm in North Carolina, but I'm in Charlotte. Um, but I just found it interesting that the same day that PK is spotted locking lips with another woman is the day that Dorit decides to file for divorce. I just found that, when it comes to Dorit and PK, I don't trust neither one of them. I don't trust, I don't trust either one of them. So I just find that to be very coinky dink. That on the day of now all of a sudden you got smoke, but we'll see, child. We'll see. Hey, Uncle Jay. Hey, I'm saying, what you doing up? Um, Not give them all A's. What happened to No Child Left Behind? Child, No Child Left Behind, been left behind. No Child Left Behind, been left behind, honey. Um, my aunt and godmother retired from being teachers. I have nothing but love and respect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Exactly, Auntie Eva. So that was the one thing. The other thing that happened today. Oh, don't forget, I got a report from the Eye in the Sky. You produce a Silly Saturday. Yeah. What time do you know what time you going live for Silly Saturday? Dr. E. Y'all, I'm tired. I have been up. I left work and got on the road and I've been driving. Like I just got here at like 10:30. And then about can I tell y'all noon? Okay, cool. Baby, can I tell y'all that me and Ebby was almost homeless in Atlanta? So let me tell y'all that story, and then I'll get back to what I want to talk about, some of the other stuff I want to talk about. Baby, when I tell y'all, so I went to go book the hotel room about 2 weeks ago. The same night that I booked the hotel room, I was doing a lot of stuff that night, right? I was looking for flights. That's when I was checking flights for Louisville. I was checking flights for Dallas because I'm going to Dallas this summer. I'm actually going to end up going to Dallas twice this summer now. But at the time, I was looking for flights. For the one time I thought I was going to Dallas, now I'm going to Dallas twice. And I was looking at hotels for Atlanta. So I booked the hotel for Atlanta. I booked my hotel for Dallas. I looked at flights. I didn't buy the flight, but I was looking at prices and all of that. So this morning, me, Abby, and El Teddy, we in a group chat. We talking about what time we leaving, what time. I told Abby I'll be at your house by such and such time. El Teddy was like, "What time y'all getting here?" We trying to coordinate schedules and all that stuff. So I went to go screenshot the hotel information so I could put it in a group chat for El Teddy, which I still did not do, but I'll do it. I'll do it. El Teddy, well, child, we'll get you. You'll know what the hotel is. But I go in to look for the information for the hotel and I can't find it. I went into the app. I saw my hotel for Dallas, but I didn't see my hotel for Atlanta. And I was like, I'm going to Atlanta tomorrow. I'm not going to Dallas until August. Why do I see my hotel reservation for Dallas, but I don't see my hotel reservation for Atlanta? So I said, okay, maybe something's going on with the app. Let me go into my email. So I'm searching my email looking for my confirmation. I don't have one. So I said, well, I know I texted the information to Abby because Abby done already sent me her money for her half of the room. So I must have sent it to her. So I go back through me and Abby's text messages and I see where I screenshotted the hotel and I screenshotted the amount and all of that and sent that to her 2 weeks ago. I said, well, I must have booked the hotel because there's the information where I screenshotted it to Abby. So I called the hotel and I was like, I'm just checking to see if y'all have a reservation for tomorrow. I gave her my name. They were like, mm-mm, we don't see anything under that name. I said, I said, wait a minute, what? Oh. So what I had done was when I went to go book the room, I went all the way to the end, but I never confirmed the reservation. So that's how I knew how much the room was, and I knew where the room was. And I screenshotted all that stuff and sent it to Abby, but I never hit the confirm button. Lord, so luckily for me, they still had rooms available and they still had rooms available at the same rate. Because if the room had gone up and I couldn't find a decent room at that same price, I would have had to eat that because Abby done already gave me her money. Yeah. So yeah, me and Abby. So I was like, I sure am glad that I was checking today. Because if not, I would have had to try to get us a room tomorrow. I mean, because I still would have figured it out before we actually left. Because once I got to Abby's house, I would have put, gone to go put the address in. So I still would have known before we actually got to Atlanta. But things can change in a day. Like the room might have went up $50 overnight. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the kind of day I was having. So now you see. I had to stop what I was doing at work and book a room. And somewhere in the shuffle, I forgot to submit my grades. Like somewhere in the shuffle, I forgot to submit my grades, child. That happened to me before, but we got all the way to the hotel and found out I didn't. The front desk people thought I was in some sort of a domestic situation and talking in code. Girl, child. You know what? No, she wouldn't have. Abby, let me tell y'all something. I know Abby comes off a certain way, but Abby actually is really chill. Like you don't want to piss her off. You don't want to make her mad. But Abby would have rolled with the punches. As long as Abby had somewhere to lay her head, she'd have been all right. As long as she had somewhere to lay her head, Abby would have been fine. I promise y'all. And push come to shove, El Teddy wouldn't have had us on the street, child. He wouldn't have had us on the street, honey. I got enough people in Atlanta that I wouldn't have been homeless, but it definitely would have been an interesting situation had we got all the way to the desk and I'd have been like, yeah, so right, Don Don said, Lord, you got me double checking. Child. Oh Lord have mercy. So what else did I want to talk to y'all about? Something else that happened. Oh, somebody hold on. What do y'all think? El Teddy, you're here. You're a football person. What do y'all think? I mean, I have my thoughts on it, but why do y'all think Deion Sanders' son Shador is not being drafted? I mean, what do y'all think the reasons are? Let me scroll back up because I know I asked somebody before, and I don't know if they responded. Uh, because of that anonymous piece that came out the day before the draft, and those GMs took it seriously. What anonymous piece, lovely Lola? Lola, I missed it. What anonymous piece? I missed it. And I'm still, you know what? I think it has a, let me tell you something. I do think it has to do with his father. I think it's some behind the scene politics um that we are not necessarily privy to on the front end. Um I also think that he's not as good as the hype is and listen, let me tell you something. There are people that get paid a lot of money to scout talent and they know what they're looking at. They know what they see and they know what they don't see. You know what I mean? I wonder if it has something to do with his father, you know? But I hate it for him because um I hate it for him and his father. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate it for him because of his father. But yeah, yeah. So there's that. And then of course Donald Trump today says I don't understand why he's not being drafted. He should have been gone already. So anything coming from Trump make me want to do the opposite. If Trump is endorsing something, I want to walk in the opposite direction. I don't give a fuck what it is. Child, if he say the sky is blue, I don't believe him. I don't believe shit come out his mouth. His brother's in the draft too. Oh, I didn't even know both of them were in the draft. See, that lets you know how much I was paying. Let me say something. As much as I love football, I honestly don't get excited and stuff about the draft and all of that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I all my life have been a Washington football fan, right? And I say, and I don't even know what that means. Like the sky is sending me messages as I'm talking to y'all right now. They just said something, and I don't have no idea what that means. Um, hold on, wait a minute. I can't check my text while I'm on StreamYard. Oh, excuse me. Lovely Nola, I check it when I get off of here. I can't check it while I'm on StreamYard because it'll kick me out. Um, but anyway, so I don't think he's that good, and owners might be afraid of another Bronny situation. Maybe, maybe. Um, if you, lovely Nola, if you send it on Instagram, the message will pop up and I'll see it. But I can't. I don't want to close out. I'm scared to close it out. Stream y'all to go into my text messages because it'll mess it up. But if whatever you want me to read, if you send it on Instagram, it'll pop up. I'll see the message. You know how they send a notification. I'll see the notification and I can read the message. Um, but I do. I feel for them or whatever. But I do think it's a mixed bag. But I don't get excited about the draft and stuff because the Redskins for a long time, we used to get all of these off-season picks and we would get these draft picks and we would do this and do that. And it would just be for a bust. It would just be a bust. Okay. Okay, you sent me an article. I can't read that. I thought you were just gonna say something. I see it though. I mean, I see the article. I'll read it later. But thank you, babe. Thank you. Um, oh, you're talking about the item that was sent. Got you. Okay, I got what you're saying. Um, oh, I'm tired. Lord, I lost my train of thought. Jesus. Um, no, 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 we're not on football talk, Abby. I mean we are, but we aren't. So I don't really get excited about the draft and all that stuff. Like honestly, I just don't. So that's why I don't even pay attention to all that stuff. It's like, oh, okay, all right, sure, great. Hmm. Also, the NFL drafts primarily from the SEC went up against that level of talent. Shador doesn't stand up that well. There were a lot of Texas players. But let me say this too. For as well as I mean, Colorado had a great season, you know, they got a bowl and all of that. But let's be clear, Shador had some horrible games this year. Like there were a couple of games where he got his ass handed to him. So we're not gonna sit here and act like that he hasn't had. We're not gonna act like he hasn't been inconsistent as far as playing against certain teams that had certain caliber talent. With that bowl game, I mean, he got blown out of the water, if I remember correctly. My football people, if I'm remembering incorrectly, y'all go ahead and correct me. But if I remember correctly, he got his ass handed to him in that bowl game. Um, I don't even think it was close. I still don't get how his number got retired because his dad is the coach. And I mean, they did bring a lot to the Colorado program, but I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens now that Deion Sanders is not focused on building the team around his son. You know what I mean? When he's just strictly focused on when he's just strictly focused on building a good team, but not building a team around his son. And let's be clear, I'm not even mad at him for doing it. It'll just be interesting when his focus is on a whole team and not his sons. Because his whole coaching career has been about his sons. His sons played at the high school he coached, his school, the high school, then Jackson State, and now Colorado. Like his whole coaching career has been around his sons. So it'll be interesting to see what it looks like next year when that's not his priority. So you see, his daughter got the hell out of Colorado, and he was thought she was being stupid when she left Colorado, but it wasn't a good fit for her. And she transferred back to a HBCU and she had a pretty good season last year. And I'm sure she's not stupid. She knew that you don't get the same level of eyes on you coming from an HBCU and all of that stuff, but it just was a better program for her. He was mad at her for that, but did the scouts say he would be drafted? I believe it was a mixed report. Again, I don't really pay that much attention to all of that. Only 4 or 5 quarterbacks have been drafted in the first 3 rounds. That's another thing. Who is Shador without Deion coaching him? And I think that might be a legitimate concern. Again, the people in the NFL get paid a whole lot of money. Those recruiters in the NFL, baby, they get paid a lot of money to do what they do. You know what I mean? Like it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Oh Lord have mercy. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I hate it. It looks like he's not gonna get drafted till about the third round because they already went to the third round. But again, Tom Brady, Tom Brady was the very last person drafted his year. He was Mr. Irrelevant. And that what they call the last person that gets drafted? They call him Mr. Irrelevant. He was Mr. Irrelevant. And look at who and look, he's the most decorated NFL in the history. I mean, quarterback in the history of the NFL. So, you know, ugh, child, I'm opening up my suitcase, y'all. That's what that noise is that y'all hear. If y'all heard the noise, opening up my suitcase. So, looks. I wanted to say, and I meant to say this to y'all yesterday, but we got a little sidetracked on some other stuff yesterday. But I see where you know President Dumpy Pants is starting to sell, 20 2024 merch. And this is what I'm going to say to you all: don't get excited. Don't respond. Don't get your panties in a bunch. And what I mean by that is this: I don't mean don't be concerned because you should be concerned. But what I'm saying is, I think they want our attention. They want us to riot. They want us to go out in the streets and start slapping people. And, they want the response. Oh my gosh, they're saying Trump in 2028. Let them buy their shirts. Let them buy their hats. Let them buy their merch. Like, again, they want the response. I saw today where they're starting to remove our artifacts out of the museum, the National African American Smithsonian. Look, what do they want us to do? They want us to ride in the streets because they're taking the Woolworths counter out of the Museum of African American History. And again, what I mean by that is this: I'm not saying don't protest if you want to protest. I'm not saying don't show up at a town hall. I'm not telling you I'm not that. I'm saying don't go out here and get yourself beat up, get yourself arrested, because that's what they're looking. That's what they want. They want the response from us. You know what I'm saying? They want the response from us. Did I say 2024? Y'all know I meant 2028. Yeah, you know what I meant. Yeah. So that's what I mean when I say I'm not saying don't um because I do agree. Me and El said he had that conversation last week. I do agree with that. Like if you, even though you're the 92%, if you want to go out and you want to protest, baby, go protest. If you want to go to a town hall and yell at some people, baby, go to that town hall and yell at them people. Like, I'm not telling people not to do what they feel like they need to do. That's I don't want nobody to think that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is don't give them the ammunition that they're looking for. You see what I'm saying? To bust y'all upside the head. That's what I mean when I say don't respond. But I meant 2020, 2028, y'all. Because honestly, we already know that at this point, the Constitution seems to just be a suggestion. Okay. It seems to be a suggestion. Nobody seems like they're taking the Constitution seriously at this point. So I ain't gonna sit here and tell y'all that that man won't run for president in 2028. Hell, at this point, I ain't even gonna tell y'all he ain't gonna win. Now, if you had asked me that a year ago, I'd have told y'all I ain't worried about Donald Trump. He can't win. He can't run. But at this point, I ain't saying that no more because he seems to be able to do whatever the hell it is he wants to do. So until it's going to take It's going to take Republican lawmakers to stand up against him because we, as the Democrats, we don't have the power to impeach. We don't have the power to stop by ourselves. But there are little things that are happening that I am encouraged by, if I'm being honest. Um, I saw, um, I did see where, I mean, other than all of the victories that we keep getting in court, which, what you gonna do? But I saw where is it the governor of Chicago said that he was gonna stop that the state of Illinois, I mean, I said the governor of Chicago, I meant the governor of Illinois, that the governor, I mean, that the state of Illinois is going to stop doing business with El Salvadorian companies until they bring back that young man that was abducted and deported. Ugh, I need to set my alarm when I get off of here. I brush my teeth and stuff, and then I will be ready to go to bed. Ugh, let me see what's going on. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me? Oh, shoot. What did I just do? Okay. Child. Right. Or give them a reason to put us in jail. For instance, Chuck Schumer doesn't need a Capitol Hill no more. No. And that's the other thing too, y'all. We need to just get rid of these people too. Um, but I don't have the energy for that tonight. I ain't getting into the politics of it all tonight. I ain't got the energy for it. But yeah, we definitely, yeah. I'll let El say the sugar spike about Chuck Schumer. I see Santos is going to jail though. I sure did. Santos. He got 7 years today. Said that he had the nerve to be crying in court when the judge gave him his sentence. Now, mind you, you're still questioning your relationship with underage girls, but put that to the side. Number one, you pled guilty. Number two, you literally, as recently as last week, was still badmouthing the DOJ, saying that this was all a smear campaign and this was all a plot by the left, right, I mean, the far left extremists, the liberals, the white culture was coming to get you. This was a witch hunt. Didn't make the judge happy when it was time for the judge to give you your sentence, sir. I'm muffled. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Can y'all hear me now? Is it better now? Let me know if it's better. Oh, y'all are saying I sound muffled. Uh-oh. Oh, it's better. Okay. I think my hand was covering the mic or something. I was holding the phone in my hand. Okay. You can hear me better now? Okay, cool, 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 cool. It was something else. Hmm. I had just looked at it too before I went live. I was like, okay, I want to talk about that, that, and that. But I didn't write it down because I was too busy trying to get my grades done. Uh yeah, it was one more thing I wanted to talk about. Now he doing cameos at 67% discount before he goes to jail. Okay, yeah, Shannon. But I thought it was something else other than that. But anyway, we'll talk about Shannon in the group chat. And then my eye in the sky, shot my eye in the sky and started talking to me again. They've been real busy, but Diddy's trial is coming up in a couple of weeks. So I think some things are starting to heat up a little bit. So my eye in the sky, um, look like some things that I told y'all last year is going to start coming to pass. Don't be surprised if, We start hearing more about different videos that may or may not get leaked, and different celebrities that may or may not be on those videos. But just know that all of the names that are coming to me are the same names I already told y'all about. So if y'all been here since the beginning and y'all was getting the eye in the sky updates, none of the names are new. Notice, I notice how Justin Bieber name been in the news a lot the last week or so. Y'all notice that? He was down at Coachella. People was worried about him. Say he looked like he strung out, looked like he. And then his wife was. Child, y'all noticed that? Y'all didn't notice that? Oh, okay, maybe y'all did notice. Okay. Um, but we getting closer and closer to this trial. Now, Diddy did. That's the other thing I think it was. Diddy did not take the plea deal. Looks like they offered him a plea deal, and he did not take it. Now, there are a couple of ways that we can look at that, right? We could say, well, maybe he didn't take the deal because he think he can beat these charges. Okay, you know, maybe. Maybe he didn't take the deal because, he think he can beat him, you know? Maybe he don't feel like the case is that strong against him and he want his day in court, honey. You know? Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe he didn't take the deal because he thinks that he can convince Donald Trump to give him a pardon. You know? Maybe that's what he thinks. Maybe he didn't take the plea because of the stipulations that came with the plea. You know, remember, whenever you take a plea, first of all, you got to allocute, say you're guilty. You got to plead to something. So that's number one. But number two, maybe there were other stipulations, like he had to name people. Maybe they wanted him to put some other people in it that he didn't want to put in it. Maybe they wanted him. I do not like this. Oh, y'all, I don't like this. Mm, The hell? Mm-mm. No, no, no. I don't like the way that feels. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. I'm sorry, y'all. Um, but so maybe I mean it could be any number of reasons why he didn't take the plea, but it sounds like the government did offer him a plea deal, but he turned it down. So I mean, short of something happening within the next 2 weeks, sound like we going to trial. Sounds like we are going to trial. Maybe he got Nino Brown as testimony deal and he naming names. Maybe. Maybe. It'll be interesting. Listen, I'm still not 100% convinced we're gonna get a trial, but if we do, it'll definitely be interesting, honey. It'll definitely woo, we'll be on pins and needles waiting to get that information, baby, every day when the trial is going on. And remember, this is a federal trial, so there's no streaming. We're gonna have to just go by what's being reported to us, honey. There's no streaming in a federal trial. No cameras in the courtroom. So we're gonna be yeah, no, it will not be televised. Nope, not a federal case, a federal trial. Mm-mm. We'll be living through tweets. And I'm not even on Twitter anymore. So I'm hoping that I can find a reporter that's on Blue Sky and read their reports. I gotta find somebody that's gonna be in the courtroom first. That's gonna, because that's the other thing. They can't, unless you're an attorney, you can't have your phone in the courtroom. You have to leave your phone. Because when we went to Whitehead's trial, that was federal, and Pam could keep her phone because she's an attorney, but I couldn't keep my phone. I'm thinking Megan Kunis. I don't know. But she can be a little biased. She doesn't always. Sometimes she inserts her own opinions. So sometimes you're not necessarily getting what happened. You're getting what she wants to tell you happened.
But I mean, if she don't I can find is better than nothing. I'm going to follow Inner City Press tweets. Okay. Inner City Press. I'm gonna have to look that up. Inner City Press tweets. Okay. But I'm definitely gonna find somebody. As soon as May 5th roll around, baby, I'm definitely gonna be on Blue Sky looking for the hashtag. And once I find the hashtag, we definitely gonna be yeah, we're gonna have to play telephone during the trial, Abby. Yes, ma'am. But baby, y'all realize that's the week after next. Like that is 2 weeks away. Well, I mean, not even 2 full weeks, because next Thursday is May the 1st. So we got a week. We have a week to go. So next week should be interesting as far as pre-trial motions and it being leaked out because child somebody leaking something. It'll be interesting. It'll be very, very interesting. So listen, every day I say I'm gonna get out this group chat with this Shannon Sharpe, but I just can't seem to get out because every day is something else. Can I say something? Y'all stick a fork in him. I just think Shannon Sharpe is done. Now, when I say done, let me be clear. He still has social media platforms, and people are going to still watch him. He's still going to make money. Is he has over 1 million subscribers on Club Shay Shay and on Nightcap. He has two monetized YouTube channels that have well over, he may have more than two, but two that we know of. And both of those channels have over 1 million subscribers. He's going to be good financially if he don't go to jail. But as far as him being a part of mainstream media, I think those days are done, y'all. I think that him stepping away from ESPN, I think is going to be yes. I did see that. I haven't had a chance to read up on it, but hold on, let me put a pin in that. 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 Um, I just think that his days at ESPN are done. Um, and I don't think any other major corporate entity will pick him up. I don't think that he'll get any major and at least for right now. I mean, people's memories are short. And if this goes away in a couple of weeks, like if he quietly settles this case and it goes away in a couple of weeks, he might be okay in a couple of years, right? As far as endorsements and stuff like that. Because we know that when it comes to advertisers and stuff like that, like if they think that you can sell their product, they don't give a fuck. But I don't think that ESPN will welcome him back. And here's why. So information has come out that there was another, well, we know that there was another woman named Michelle who filed a lawsuit and she filed pro se, and that's in New York. That's that 50-page lawsuit that Tracy sent me earlier this week, right? Um, her case is a little shaky, right? And when I say a little shaky, I'm not saying shaky like it ain't true. I'm saying shaky like she went to jail for DV against her ex-husband, and so she's got some other issues that people could poke at her credibility. But now we found out that there was another woman at Fox Sports. Anyway, but he's talking about something. Um, Baby, I ain't moved. You can't hear me? Oh, you know what? It does look like. Hold on. It's just sounding muffled again. Can y'all hear me now? It looks like y'all can hear me better now. Oh, I keep doing that. No, this is a different Michelle because this woman is from years ago. It's a different Michelle. Okay, I'm better now. Okay, it might be my hand. It might be my hand because I am laying down. Um, but yeah, so now we're finding out. that there was another woman who accused him of choking her. And he was like, oh, we were just playing around. We were just playing around. Sir, listen, that's the kind of stuff that plays at your credibility, right? I'm not saying, like, it's just not looking good. Like, you add up 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know who plays like that. I don't play like that. Don't put your hands around my neck. I don't. And I know some people do, but I don't. I don't play those things. Um, but the fact that once again there was a settlement. There was a settlement. And what that also says, because this happened at when he was at Fox Sports. So that means that people in the workplace knew about this as well. You know, I'm not really into boxing, Lauren. Okay. And what I'm going to say is this, y'all. And I said this last week when this story first broke, or earlier this week when that story first broke. I said, it's like a cockroach. When you see one, it's 4 or 5 more somewhere up in them walls. They ain't came out yet. I would not be surprised if 2 or 3 more lawsuits get filed over the next couple of weeks. I'm serious. And even if, just like with Diddy, even if we just say these sound suspicious, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be a good look. It's not going to be a good look. It does. You know what? And I said I'm going to do a TikTok saying this, and I still might do it tomorrow. I just didn't have time to do it today. Any of you guys remember, did your parents or did you ever read the story of the man? And I'm paraphrasing the story because I do not remember the whole story. I don't have it in front of me. But once upon a time, there was a man who was a heavy believer in God, right? And he was a believer. He believed that God was his savior. God, always had always was going to be there to take care of him, all of the things. And in his town, there was a hurricane coming, and they were told to evacuate. So when the police came and knocked on his door and told him he needed to evacuate, he said, I don't need to go anywhere. God's going to save me. God's got me. So he stayed in the house. So the storm came, and somebody came by his house with a boat and said, come on, get in the boat. Let's go. He said, I'm good. God's got me. God going to come and save me. So then the water got higher and higher and higher, and he was on the roof. So a helicopter came by, dropped down the ladder, and said, come on, let's go. He said, I'm good. God got me. So the man died. And when he got to heaven, he said, God, you didn't save me. I believed in you. I trusted you. I prayed. I did everything right. I lived my life the way you told me to live my life. And when I needed you, you weren't there for me. And God said, what are you talking about? I came for you 3 times. And you didn't take the life preserver that I gave. You didn't take y'all know what I'm saying. And I'm thinking, I feel like that's what God did with Shannon. I feel like God sent Shannon many warnings. And I know I'm not trying to compare, I'm not trying to lessen the story. But I look back and I'm like, Cat Williams told your ass. That is your interview with Cat Williams is the most successful interview in the history of YouTube. It broke every YouTube record. Cat Williams told you in that interview, I like white women. I think they're beautiful. I think they're attractive, but I don't mess with one because they will knock down your whole empire in 2 weekends. Monique told you need to stop messing with them young girls. You need to stop messing with them young girls. You had the accidental stream on Instagram. I'm sure you got a warning. I'm sure you got a warning. I find it funny all about all of this. Shannon talked about his grandma and his mom running a woman off from his apartment. Mm-hmm. Pride goeth before destruction. Yeah. I remember Chad telling him he needed to get someone his age to settle down because he needed somebody to come home to. Yeah, Chad been trying to get. It makes me wonder if what they talk about off camera, because Chad been trying to tell him that he needed to settle down as well. Remember, he kept saying, "I could set you up with somebody." Thank you, I be the. Thank you, C. Jones. And I mean, again, I'm not trying to, I'm certainly not trying to get preachy, but it just made me think about that story because I'm thinking, you were sent warnings. You were sent warnings and you just didn't. Hmm. Yeah, he messed up at ESPN and the mouse don't play. Yeah, like I said, I think it's a wrap with his ESPN days. I really do. And I sounds like Unc is running from something that doesn't make sense. Let me tell you something. Number one, he clearly he clearly has a thing for young girls, and that's a problem. And for me, it's a problem because of how close to the line he is. If this girl was 24, 25, it still would be like, ugh. But okay, 24, 25. The girl was 19 when you met her. And what that says to me is her being 19, being months away from being 18. Like, to me, the line, like the fact that you were 50 something years old and the woman you were having sex with has a teen in her age. I don't care if it's 19 or 18. It's a teen in her age. That should have been a problem. That should have been a problem. That should have been enough for you to walk away. And if it were only about the sex, because okay, I'm not fetish. I'm not fetish shaming anyone or kink shaming anyone. And like I said yesterday, I know there's a difference between the two, but for the purposes of this conversation, we're just gonna lump it together. But I'm not shaming anyone for how they choose to get their rocks off. Listen, not my business, not my monkey, not my show. You do your thing. However, comma, if it were just about the sex, then it seems to me two things. One, the minute you found out that girl was 19, you should have ran in the other direction. 19, sir? Number one. Number two, when she wouldn't sign the NDA, you should have walked away. What was it about her that, at least according to her, and I mean, her side of the story may not be, but she said you offered the NDA and she refused to sign it twice. That should have been a automatic non-negotiable for you, especially if it was just a sex relationship and you know the type of sex you like to do. You know you like the kinky shit. You know you like, the role play and the BDSM. To me, that should be a non-negotiable. That should be a non-negotiable. You don't sign the NDA? Cool. I'll go to the next one. Because this is not about a relationship. I'm not in love with you. There are no feelings involved. This is sex. And sex come a dime a dozen, especially when I'm paying for it. Because according to you, it sounds like to me that's the direction that they're heading in. The way his lawyer was talking on Don Lemon yesterday, it sounds like they're trying to just move in a direction that this was a this was just a sexual relationship. They weren't dating, they weren't doing anything more than just having sex. Well, then if it was just sex and you have money, you can find the next person. First of all, for the type of let me just be real for My Carlos King voice. Can we have a real conversation right now? Have a real conversation right now, sir. They are very discreet agencies. Very discreet agencies. You have the money to pay for, for lack of a better word, a matchmaker. And the matchmaker will make sure that the person that you're dealing with understands the rules. All the paperwork is signed, NDAs, disclosures, all the stuff that needs to be signed. All of the medical reports are what they need to be. And she understands what she signs up for. You pay whatever the price is for the matchmaker, and y'all go off and do what the hell y'all gonna do. And you ain't never got to worry about this kind of shit because they know what it is and you know what it is. Sir, there are services and you have the money to pay. I don't believe that Jim story. I believe he messaged her on OnlyFans. Well, like I said yesterday, it sounds like that's the direction that his attorney is heading in. So that means that she lied to her and her. If it comes out that she lied about something that basic in her lawsuit, I mean that could throw away whatever credibility people think she has. But it doesn't change the fact that all of this information is now out there. Kimberly, Kimberly, I'm not saying. Let me read Kimberly's comment. She could be naked on a fan and have blank put in her ear. I don't know what that is. HIN. I don't know what that is. 365 days of the year. The minute she said no, all bets are off. I agree with you 100%. I'm not even I'm not even addressing whether he did it or not. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm not talking about any of that. Because I agree 100%. No means no. Full stop. I'm just talking about the other issues. Even if it comes out that this woman was a liar. I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying it doesn't change the fact that all of these other things that have now come out about him, that is a problem for him, not me, because I don't give a fuck. But that's a problem for him as far as trying to get back this his career. I mean, he lost a lot of money. In 2 weeks, he's lost, I mean, according to the reports, he might have lost $100 million. He's definitely lost some endorsements. I think it's an emotional component to it. He kept going back to her and get upset when she didn't want to be bothered with him. He might not admit that to us. Mm. Does the sound keep going out? Ooh, I'm laying down and I think I just keep laying in the wrong way. Mm. You don't need to buy me no headphones. No, I understand. I don't. Okay, I don't know what you think. Kimberly. I don't know what. I'm not sure. You might not even be talking to me, and that's fine. I'm not sure what you think I'm saying because you said I think the allegation she's pushing is the RAPE, not the consent. But it is consent. I mean, if there's no I mean, that's what consent is. If there's no consent, then that means that it was an assault. I'm not. I'm not sure. I think I'm losing you, Kimberly. I'm not sure. And like I said, you might not be talking to me. You might be talking to somebody in the chat. So I'm not sure. But but that's the latest that another it's been reported that there was another incident years ago at Fox Sports where he had an issue with another woman and her name just happened to be Michelle as well. And honestly, I anticipate more. I anticipate more. Yep. Before it's all over said and done, I anticipate other women coming forward.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a criminal charge. If more women come forward, I wouldn't be surprised if there ends up being a criminal charge. But they said that they're gonna countersue. I don't know. You might want to just walk away from this, but anyway, they said they're not settling, and I think they should. I really do. I really think you, Shannon, you want this to go away. But then again, if she's accusing you of something you didn't do, where's your Bluetooth? Y'all can't hear me? Oh, no problem, Kim. No problem. Yeah, that's why I said maybe you're not talking to me. Right. It's nothing wrong with being freaky. It's nothing wrong with being freaky, child. Like I said, you just gotta find, and that's what I'm saying. Like with the kind of money he has, he could have went to a a service, and you would have found somebody that was cool, whatever your kink is. I don't know, Abby. I do not know. I hope this don't turn into a situation like Tiger Woods had. Then again, Tiger had about 10 to 12 women. But was Tiger ever? Was he ever accused of assault? I mean, I know he was accused of cheating on his wife, and I know he was accused of being cheap, but I didn't know he was accused of assault. Did I miss that? Hmm. Maybe I missed that. I don't know. Mm. Yeah, so let me just address this. Yeah, I thought Tiger was just out in them streets. I did see that lovely Nola, the lady who accused Epstein, passed away. Allegedly, she unalived herself. I did not get a chance to really read a lot on it before I went live, but I did see that. So we may have to follow up on that one. We may have to follow up on that one. But in the meantime and in between time, y'all, I'm about to go to bed because I got to get up in the morning. I told Abby I would be at her house by 9 o'clock, honey. I mean by 8 o'clock. I told Abby I'd be there by 8 o'clock. So I'm about to go brush my teeth and do all that good stuff and go to bed, honey, so I can be up and out of here. But I'm sure y'all will see us on some capacity tomorrow between my phone, L Teddy's phone, Abby's phone, Scotty's phone. Y'all will see us tomorrow, Lord willing. If the Lord say the same, if the Lord say the same. All right. I will talk to y'all later. Good night, everybody. Good night. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Good night.